Slow-motion footage reveals hidden secrets of snake bites, what the world never saw before. For years, snake bites have been studied through still photographs, X-rays, and high-speed scientific measurements, yet much of the true mechanics remained unseen. Now, groundbreaking slow-motion footage captured by a team of herpetologists and high-speed camera technicians is rewriting the scientific understanding of how snakes strike, inject venom, defend themselves, and even misjudge their targets. The video, recorded at 2000 frames per second, does not just show a snake bite. It reveals an entire sequence of movements so fast that the human eye could never detect it. Scientists say these images may change how medical experts treat snakebite victims, how wildlife authorities train rescue workers, and even how ordinary people understand the dangers of venomous species. This is more than science. It is a rare look into a secret world of precision, speed, survival, and instinct. A strike faster than a blink. According to Dr. Harrison McClay, the lead researcher behind the project, the footage exposes a surprising truth. Greater than, a typical venomous snake completes its entire strike, including launch, bite, and retreat, in less than 1/10 of a second. To the naked eye, this appears as nothing more than a blur. Even trained snake handlers often cannot see what actually happens. But slowed down, the strike unfolds like a dramatic action sequence. 1. The snake coils its body, storing tension like a compressed spring. 2. Its head lifts slightly, positioning the fangs for the cleanest angle of attack. 3. In a single explosive motion, the snake lunges forward. 4. The fangs open at the very last millisecond, locking onto the target. 5. Venom is injected through rapid pulsing contractions of the venom glands. 6. Just as quickly as it attacked, the snake withdraws to avoid retaliation. This entire choreography, once invisible, now appears crisp and undeniable. In many cases, even snakes renowned for being slow showed unbelievable acceleration when the footage was analyzed frame by frame. Fangs. More complex machinery than believed. The footage also uncovers new details about fang movement. Researchers previously believed that fangs simply hinged forward when the snake opened its mouth. Slow motion reveals something more sophisticated. Fangs actually align and lock, with the jaw in micro adjustments. Soft tissues flex around the fang base to stabilize the puncture. The fang tips rotate slightly to achieve deeper penetration with minimal effort. Venom flow increases or decreases depending on the muscles engaged around the venom sac. Dr. McClay describes this process as biological engineering at its finest. Greater than, these creatures evolved a mechanism that works like a perfectly timed syringe. No wasted motion, no unnecessary force, just pure efficiency. In one frame-by-frame sequence of a rattlesnake bite, scientists observed that the fang tip vibrates during penetration, likely helping it cut through tougher skin. This detail was never recorded before. The truth about warning bites and misfires. One of the most surprising revelations from the footage is the number of bites in which no venom is released. Many snakes, even highly venomous ones, deliver what experts call dry bites. Slow-motion video helped researchers identify why. The venom glands are not fully contracted. The fangs strike too shallowly for efficient venom delivery. The snake intentionally withholds venom when it feels threatened but not hungry. Sometimes the snake simply miscalculates the distance. In one case, a cobra attempted to strike but completely missed its target, landing its fangs in the air. The footage showed that a tiny misalignment in its initial coil caused the misfire, a detail impossible to notice in real time. These insights help explain why not every snakebite results in severe envenomation. It is not always luck. Sometimes the snake is not aiming to kill but merely to warn or defend. Venom injection. The invisible pulse. Perhaps the most jaw-dropping discovery involves venom injection. Under slow-motion analysis, the injection mechanism resembles rapid, rhythmic pulses, like a heartbeat. Experts previously assumed venom flowed in a continuous stream. Now, the new footage demonstrates snakes regulate venom flow in microbursts. This allows them to conserve venom when necessary. The pulsing may help venom travel deeper into tissues. Some species inject venom for a longer or shorter duration depending on the threat. One scientist compared it to squeezing a dropper bottle multiple times rather than pouring out its contents. This behavior adds a new layer of understanding to why some bites cause catastrophic reactions while others produce only mild symptoms. How snakes aim with deadly accuracy. Slow motion filming also captured something extraordinary. A minute body adjustment right before the strike. Just 5 to 10 milliseconds before launching, the snake shifts its head or neck by fractions of a millimeter to correct its aim. This adjustment happens too fast to be seen normally, but the footage shows it clearly. Dr. McClay explains, it's like watching an archer adjust their arrow at the last possible second. Snakes don't just strike blindly. They fine-tune their aim to hit the most vulnerable point. This discovery suggests snakes possess far more precision and control than previously documented. Defensive strikes differ from hunting strikes. Another fascinating insight from the high-speed footage is the difference between offensive and defensive bites. Defensive bites, when threatened. Faster, shallower penetration, less venom injected, immediate retreat after contact. Hunting bites, when pursuing prey. Slower but more controlled. Deep fang penetration, maximum venom delivery. The snake holds onto the prey longer before releasing. This distinction helps wildlife responders anticipate snake behavior and better understand how dangerous a specific bite might be. Heat-sensing pits. Hidden movements revealed. Pit vipers, such as rattlesnakes, have heat-sensing organs that guide them in locating warm-blooded prey. Slow-motion video revealed subtle movements associated with this process. The snake's pupils dilate slightly right before the strike. Its tongue flicks more rapidly as it triangulates heat signatures. The head tilts at precise angles to maximize thermal detection. These tiny adjustments give the snake a perfect 3D map of the target's position. Until now, this sequence was entirely unknown to science. Muscle power. The physics behind the strike. The footage also allowed scientists to calculate the physics of the strike with unprecedented clarity. Some snakes accelerate their heads at 50-70 gigaseconds, far beyond what humans can endure. The movement resembles a whip crack, fast, flexible, and brutally efficient. Energy is stored throughout the snake's body, not just the head and neck. Scales flatten during the launch to reduce drag. The strike is not just about speed. It's about optimizing energy through a remarkable biological design. Why this footage matters for public safety. Beyond the scientific fascination, the research has real-world implications. The footage is being used to update snakebite first aid guidelines, training programs for rescue workers, handling procedures for snake experts, public education videos for rural communities. For example, the footage confirms that most snakes can strike 1/3 to 1/2 of their body length, meaning people often underestimate the danger zone. It also reveals how quickly snakes can strike again after the first bite, sometimes in less than a quarter of a second. This new knowledge may prevent injuries among wildlife workers and snake rescue volunteers. Helping medical professionals understand wound patterns. Doctors treating snakebite victims often struggle to determine fang depth, venom delivery amount, strike angle, tissue damage progression. Thanks to slow motion analysis, medical teams can now better match bite patterns with species behavior. For example, shallow, outward angled punctures often indicate a defensive bite. Deep straight punctures suggest a hunting style strike, likely with maximum venom. Closely spaced punctures can identify specific snake species. This boosts diagnostic accuracy and speeds up proper antivenom administration. Snakes are not mindless attackers. Behavior re-examined. One unexpected outcome of the study is a noticeable shift in how people perceive snakes. Slow motion footage reveals. Snakes often hesitate before striking. They frequently try to escape rather than attack. Many bites are defensive, not aggressive. Venom is used sparingly because producing it requires energy. The footage proves that snakes are not blind killers but highly calculated animals seeking survival, not conflict. What the researchers plan next. The team is already preparing for the next phase. 3D mapping of fang penetration. Ultra-macro filming of venom droplets. Behavioral studies across more snake species. Slow-motion thermal imaging to combine heat detection with movement analysis. The goal is to build the world's most detailed database of snake strike behavior. A new era of understanding begins. Slow-motion footage has opened a window into the hidden world of snake bites. A world of precision, speed, restraint, and evolutionary brilliance. What was once a blur is now a masterpiece of nature's engineering. For scientists, the footage provides answers. For medical workers, it offers life-saving insights. For wildlife enthusiasts, it reveals unseen beauty. And for ordinary people, it reminds us that fear often comes from not understanding the truth. After centuries of mystery, we are finally seeing snakes for what they are, highly sophisticated survivors built with remarkable precision.